right, so welcome you guys to new student onboarding. My name is Miss Brandy Guillory. I ask that you call me Miss Brandy. I have some students that prefer to call me Miss B, and that's fine too. I don't mind. Um, but I do ask that you throw the miss on the front of that just to keep it professional, okay? We're going to treat school a lot like we're going to treat our career when we get there. We're going to be professional at all times and make the most of this experience. So a little bit about me to start off. I've been doing medical billing and coding for about, I think, going on about 11 years. I teach here at Unitech, and I also sometimes I do some medical billing and coding on the side in a contract type arrangement with certain different facilities and doctors' offices and things like that, which is something it's definitely something that y'all could work towards if you have aspirations of working from home or something like that. This program will kind of set you up to get there eventually. I am located in the Morgan City area. I am married. I have one daughter that just turned 6, and she is my everything. If we ever have meetings get rescheduled or canceled or something like that, it's usually because she's sick or has something going on. I usually show up even if I'm sick, but if she is, that's a different story. I'm sure those of y'all that have kids can understand that. So I have worked in a lot of different specialties as doing medical billing and coding. I've worked for specific clinics and doctors there in-house. I've worked for outsourced billing companies that were like third parties. I've done ambulance billing. I've worked orthopedics, cardiology, pediatrics. I did billing for a group of hospitalists at one point. So I have all kinds of different experiences that y'all can learn from and hopefully gain some insight into this industry. It is growing fast. Medical billers and coders are in demand because we have a specialized set of skills that we will teach you in this program. And that's why we get paid a little bit more than the average medical office staff. Because we have those skills, we know how to code, we know how to communicate professionally and do things with accuracy and efficiency. That is the main points. So what I'm gonna do today, we're gonna talk about your logins and the different websites that you're gonna be accessing for the course. We're gonna talk about your books, printed and ebooks. We're gonna talk a little bit about how the program runs because it's a little bit different than your regular school program. But I'm gonna start off with doing some brief introductions for some of our Unitech staff, okay? And I'm gonna share my screen. I have a little presentation for you guys this morning. All right, introductions. So the first couple of people I'm going to talk about this morning is going to be our online director, who is Miss April Austin. She is the supervisor for the entire online campus. She is, the big boss, the lady that heads up and does everything for our online campus. If you get in a situation where your grades are dropping or your attendance is not on point, you will hear from Miss April. She will contact you and make sure that everything's okay and that you're getting what you need, okay? And similarly, my direct supervisor is Jessica Washington, and you see her picture down at the bottom. And she is our director of education, which means she's in charge of the instructors and the curriculum and making sure that you guys are getting what you need also. And if there's ever any issue where you think that I'm not answering your questions to your satisfaction, or if I drop the ball in some type of way, Miss Jessica is my direct supervisor and she is who you would reach out to. Okay, and my contact information, Miss April's and Miss Jessica's, is all found in your e-learning website, the My Unitech website. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But it can be found there if you ever need to contact either one of those ladies. Let's see, next, I'm going to introduce you. We actually have her on the call this morning. Miss Franny.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Unitech. I apologize, my camera is not on. I'm remote today, and for some reason, my camera does not work when I'm remote. So I'll try to log in again during the week if Miss Brandy can send me her link so that I can introduce my face. But I wanted to introduce myself. I am your online registrar. I help build your diploma plan and make sure you're staying on track in your curriculum. If ever you need any type of verification to show that you're in school, you can just email me. You can see my email address is on the screen for you. And I look forward to seeing you in a year or so at graduation and receiving that diploma because I get to see all those awesome diplomas. So I'm ready to see y'all graduate and congratulations on your new chapter of life.
Thank you so much, Miss Franny. Yeah, and if you guys, if you write it down today and then lose track of her email address, you can always contact me and I'll give it to you too. Next, we're gonna talk about career services. And I think we have one of them. Miss Caitlin is on today. Miss Demetria probably couldn't make it, but we also have another lady, Miss Tafaria, and we need to update our slides. I'll see about doing that today. But they're the three amigos, and they do a fantastic job, and they're going to be your best friends towards the end of your program. So let's see, Miss Caitlin, you have anything?
Yes, my camera is also not working on this laptop. I'm about to trade it in for my old laptop. Sorry about that issue. But welcome everyone. So career services is going to help you guys kind of just get ready for the real world. We'll assist you with resume preparation, mock interviews, helping you look for job leads, just, how to talk to people, soft skills, that kind of thing. And then also there is a paperwork side of it. So you'll be emailing us back and forth throughout the time just to make sure you have all your paperwork and all your files are good and everything like that. So yeah, if y'all need anything, just reach out to me. My email's right there. Yeah, and good luck.
Thank you, Miss Caitlin. Appreciate you guys. All right, that's it pretty much for introductions. You guys will not, I'm going to be your first point of contact as far as Unitech. If you guys have any questions or concerns, even if it's something like the website's not working, you can't upload a document, something like that, definitely reach out to me first. And if it's something that usually, even with, the little technical issues, I can walk you through something. And if it's not, if it's something that's beyond me, I'm going to connect you with the right person, okay, to figure out whatever we need to figure out. But thank you so much for our Miss Franny and Miss Caitlin for stopping in. We appreciate you guys, and y'all have an awesome day.
Hey, Miss Brandy. Sorry I'm late to the party. It's April.
That's all right. You're right on time because we had just finished up with introductions. So,
I know,
yeah,
I know,
so
I know. I got a new phone yesterday, so I had to re-download Zoom, and it was just a mess, I tell you. So I apologize for being late for one. And so hey everyone, my name is Miss April Austin. I am your online director with Unitech Training Academy. I am so thrilled and so happy that you guys have chosen us as your educational forefront. I am not in my office right now. As you can tell, I am at home due to the weather conditions that is here in South Louisiana. But again, welcome. We are so glad that you have chosen us. My role as the online director, I am the keeper of all things. So I am able to keep and manage all of the departments and able to lead my wonderful team here. As Ms. Brittany has said, you are in good hands. You are in great hands. We are so excited. Can't wait to meet you for graduation. We love graduation. We're able to actually meet all of you in person and your family and your loved ones and your friends, guys. You are in great hands. Miss Brandy is an amazing, amazing instructor. We are not only your instructors, but your directors, but we're also your cheerleaders, right? I know you've heard this before, but communication is your key to success here at Unitech, okay? So again, welcome, stay warm, and we are excited to have you. All right, guys, have a good one.
thanks, Miss April. Have a good day.
Absolutely.
awesome. I'm glad she got to stop in and say hi and introduce herself. Like I said, she's over the entire online campus, so she's kind of like when we ask for, grade extensions or something like that, it all goes through her. So it's kind of important to know who she is. But let me get back to our little slides. And like Miss April was saying, I gotta agree with her and reiterate what she said, that communication is key. With an online program, we have a certain amount of flexibility, but there are still expectations, things that y'all are expected to do, like keeping up with your assignments on a daily basis. And we understand that some of y'all cannot do your schoolwork during the week. It may be hard to fit it in with job and kids and all this, all of life coming at you from every direction. And then you're in the next 9 months while you're doing this program, more than likely, and I like to say life kicks you in the face, and I feel like it does it to me like every 2 weeks or so. It just throws something at you that's extremely stressful or extremely hard to get through, and you may lose some motivation or forget why you're in this program, and it's just one thing extra you got to think about. And that's where the communication really comes in, because if you get with me and you let me know what's going on, I can work with you. I have the flexibility to work with you, and we can work through things and around things and whatever we need to do. But I can't do that if you don't communicate with me. It's like they say, I can't fix it if I don't know it's broken, right? So just always don't ever be afraid to shoot me a text message. And even if it's after my office hours are 8 to 5, but I understand that I have students that work 8 to 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and then are going to work on school stuff. So if you have questions, all you have to do is shoot me a text, and I'm probably going to be able to answer you right back. If I can't answer you right back, you'll hear from me the very next morning. And if I don't answer you back, it's because there's something going on at my house that I just can't at that time. But I'll almost always, 8 times out of 10, I'll be able to shoot you something right back that's going to answer your question. So definitely don't ever be afraid to communicate with me. I'm very laid back. I'm very flexible. But yeah, communication is super important, super important. A little bit about the program. You'll see a big Ferris wheel up here. Like I was saying, our program works a little bit different than a lot of other programs, schooling that you may have been through. The way our program runs, it's 9 months long, and we just run it over and over and over again. So we have students that start every single week, which means we have students that graduate and finish the program every single week. Okay, so wherever you jump in at, like the program runs, we have 8 modules, 151 through 158. That's like 8 different little classes inside the program. We just call them modules. Right now we're in module 157, which is at the very, very end of the program, right? We're about to restart it basically. So where you guys are gonna finish is in module 157, the next time we hit it, right? We're gonna work through 158, which is only 5 days long. We have 10 days left to this module, I believe, 10 or 12. And then module 158 is five days long. It's the last module. It's actually the career services module. And then we start the program over at 151. So you guys you're in a good spot. It's a lot harder to start in the middle of the program, like in module 154 when we're doing coding, hard and heavy. It's a lot better to be able to get those beginning modules out the way. So y'all are in a good spot to start. It's kind of, like I said, it's at the end of the program technically, but you're just gonna wrap back around and end where you began basically. Let's see, the last day of class is your completion date, and you're a candidate for graduation. Graduation ceremonies are held separately. We have, unfortunately for online campus, we only have 1 graduation a year. It's kind of in the middle, like May, June area. I think it's gonna be in either June or July of this coming year. But you guys will probably hit the next one. Your graduation date depends on your completion date. Additional information is provided closer to that time. Once you get to, your 9 months has passed and you're getting back to this area and you're about to finish, you'll start hearing from career services. You'll start scheduling your NCCT certification exam. That's your certification that you're working on while you're in the program. You'll start getting all that lined up. So you'll get emails from different departments to set those things up. Let's see. Is my mouse dead? Okay. All right, so one of the things we want to talk about, one of the expectations that Unitech has, and they also have a fairly strict policy on this too, so it's very important that you guys know this. Daily attendance is expected. We expect you guys to show up Monday through Friday every day. That's how our attendance is based on what you submit, okay? Because we don't have formal classes, in-person classes, it's going to be based on what you submit for that day. So as long as you turn in an assignment, your daily assignment for that day, your attendance is in, you got it, okay? And the way they work, every day you're going to have a daily assignment, a lab assignment, okay? And I make it really easy for you guys to get attendance for when y'all have a busy work schedule or something going on with your kids or whatever. The daily assignment is one question. One question. It'll take you about 5 minutes to do every day, okay? Your lab assignments are going to be what's a little more involved. They're going to contain, if you need to read something in your book, it'll say it in the lab assignment for that day. And then there may be some type of task that you have to complete, whether that's chapter exercises that are found in your book or attending a meeting. Usually I do not, our weekly meetings are not mandatory because not everybody can make it due to work schedule. So, but what I do say is mandatory is that you go back and watch the recording, because you miss all kind of tidbits if you do not watch those recordings. You're gonna miss, like right now we're in something, a software called SimChart. And if you didn't watch the meetings, you would not have known how to get into SimChart to do those lab assignments. And I had some people that failed the class because they did not watch the meetings. They did not get with me about SimChart. So they just didn't do the labs, and the labs are worth 40% of your grade. So they have to be done. You cannot pass the class without doing them. And I had a couple of people that actually took the F, which sucks, because now they're gonna have to repeat that module before they can graduate. So you don't want to get into, don't let yourself fall behind to where you have a bunch of stuff to do at the end of a module, because they do close. The assignments close on Sunday at 11:55. Like I said, you have assignments that are going to be scheduled for Monday through Friday. Do your daily assignments every single day. Your lab assignments, if you need to wait till the weekend to do those, you can, because nothing's going to close until Sunday at 11:55. And I do my best to have everything open by the previous Friday. You can work ahead. If you want to, if I open assignments on Friday for the next week and you want to do them all on the weekend, you do that. However it works best for you, as long as they're on time, okay? And they all have due dates listed, and you'll be able to see when it closes and this and that. Let's see. Anything else about attendance? Okay, Unitech's policy for attendance. If you are absent, if you do not submit anything to me with it for 14 days, you will be dropped from the program. If you go 2 days without submitting something, you will hear from me. The phone calls start at about 2 days. I give you all about 2 days because sometimes you just get busy or you just get tired or whatever, and that's okay. So I give you a couple of days before I start reaching out. But at day 2 or 3, I'm gonna reach out and ask, hey, is everything okay? You got something going on? Is there something I can help with? I'm just checking in at that point. Once you get to about day 5 to 6, you'll have other people start calling you from other departments. Miss Jessica Washington, my boss, is gonna call. Miss Marcia Gallagher, who is our head medical billing and coding instructor, she's gonna call. If you get much past day 7, you get to like day 10, Miss April's gonna start calling you. You'll get a letter in the mail that says you're at risk of being dropped, you know, all these things. So we don't want to get there. And our staff has meetings every single morning to talk about the students that were not in class the day before. So we keep up with how many days y'all have missed, how how much attendance is not there, and we start calling and reaching out to you guys to get you back on track. And it's because we want to see you succeed. You know, you're here for a purpose. You started this program with a goal in mind, and it's our job to get you to that goal. So like Miss April said, we're your cheerleaders. We're here to support y'all in any way that we can, okay? Let's see. I think that's about attendance. Any questions about daily assignments, labs, anything like that? No? Okay. Y'all will start to think about questions later on. And when you do, just shoot me a text. All right, so academics. Academics refers to your grades. And the main thing you got to think about or keep in mind is that you do not want your GPA to drop below a 2.0. If you drop below a 2.0, you're going to be put on academic probation. If you continue, like, let's say something happens and you fail a module, you're going to be put on academic probation because that's going to drop your GPA below 2.0. Now, in the next module, the module after that, if you do much better, you can get off of academic probation. All you got to do is make a decent grade and raise that GPA back up. And I'm willing to help any way I can to do that if you're in that situation. I give extra credit work, makeup work. I'm here for you guys, right? Now, if you do not raise the GPA above 2.0 and you stay on academic probation and you fail several modules in a row, you're going to eventually get to the point where you're not going to be able to raise that GPA in the classes that you have left. And if we get to that point, you will be dropped from the program because we're not going to continue to take your money or use up your time for a program that you can't complete because you don't have a 2.0. Okay, so we don't want to get there either, and we don't have to. We have all kinds of things that we can work around and work through. So there's options there, y'all. Failure is never certain. It's never certain. We can, we can work through it. We can work to get you back on track. All right, let's see. Yep, 3 A's for success: attendance, academics, and accountability. And just a little quick tidbit about accountability. All that is, guys, is just holding yourself responsible for what you want to achieve, basically. You've got daily assignments that are due daily, so make it a point to get that done for yourself. Y'all are all grown, and y'all, like I said, y'all are here for a reason. So you got to kind of take it by the reins and run with it. It's going to be what you make it. And that may sound a little cliche, but it's very true. You're going to get out of this what you put into it. So hold yourself accountable, come to class if you can't, or come to the Zoom meetings if you can. If you can't, watch the recordings and, do your best to stay on track. And just to, I'm not always the most organized person. I try to be, but sometimes I just fail. So I have a planner. I have a monthly calendar, a weekly calendar that I write everything in. And if that will help y'all, do that. I highly recommend it. There's power in writing things down. You tend to remember things more when you write them down. And that helps me stay on track a lot of the time. I wouldn't remember anything if I didn't write it down. I would forget like my grandma used to say, I would forget my head if it wasn't screwed on tight. And that's the truth. That's just the way, the kind of person that I am. After 42 years, I have learned that about myself, and I've had to find ways to work around that in order to maintain a job, and things like that, adulting, all that fun stuff. All right, so we already talked about that. That's, again, academic probation. All right, so NCCT certification is what you're working towards. You want to be able to put that on your resume. It's always good to say that you went through the program, but if you have that certification to back you up, it's worth more pay, to be honest. That's what it's about, right? We want the good pay. We want the Monday through Friday, the 8 to 5, the holidays off, the benefits, the 401k. I need my medical. My child needs her medical, right? So that's what we're working towards, and the certification will get you there. It'll get you that little bit higher pay. It'll get you those benefits, get you that good position in the office that you want to work in. So what we recommend for you guys to do is go to the NCCT website, and there is a place in the My Unitech website where that's listed. I think it's like ncct.org or something like that. But again, or .inc. nccinc.org maybe, but again, it's listed on the website, and I'll show you where that is. But we suggest that y'all go to this website and create an account. They have study guides, free resources you can download. There are also some paid resources, and I say if you can afford the paid resources, do it. That's the most updated material you're going to find. We have material for y'all, but I think they update it all the time, and I can't guarantee that I always have the most updated material, because again, it is something you have to pay for. So we're given us a certain amount of material, and we share that with you guys, but I suggest if you can afford it to buy their study materials and their practice exams, and I think it will help y'all out so much. All right. And if you need help with that website, signing up for it or whatnot, y'all can always reach out to me and I will help you with that. Makeup policy, the guidelines for makeup, I don't have any firm guidelines for that. It's on a student by student basis. It depends on what you got going on, what you need, basically. And if you communicated with me. There were some people that I was not willing to open assignments for. When we finished our last module, there's a couple that got Fs because they did not communicate with me the entire module. So it's not, I do that a little bit differently than other instructors. So we're not really even going to look at that stuff. All right. So that's it for that little presentation. But we want to continue to talk about your logins and things, the way you guys can expect to receive information. So today is day 1. The only thing you have to worry about today is your new student assignment that was in the welcome email. Complete that and email it back to me as soon as you possibly can, please. And that way, because I cannot mark you guys active in this program until I get that first assignment back. And I make sure that, all the requirements are there. So as soon as I can turn into Miss Franny that you guys are active, she will send out your book codes. I think you guys have already gotten the login emails for the My Unitech site and your My Unitech email address for Microsoft. Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah. I think there was even one of y'all that had already reached out to tech support because you couldn't get it to work. And that's okay. So the way this happens, they're going to send you, our IT department is going to send you an email to set up your Unitech email address through Microsoft Outlook. Okay. All you have to do, they've already got the username and a temporary password for you. It's in that email. You go to Microsoft, you sign in using their stuff, and it's going to ask you to update the password to one that you remember. All right. So to keep things simple, the way we fixed it was the login information for your Unitech email address is going to be the exact same as your login information for the My Unitech website. Okay. So after you change that password, you go to the My Unitech website and you should be able to use that user ID or, the beginning part of that email address and the password that you changed it to, and that'll get you into the My Unitech website at that point. If you need help with that, again, text me. And y'all, when y'all are stuck on the computer doing something, it is the easiest thing for me to be able to walk y'all through it is for you to take a picture of your screen and text it to me. And I'll say, click this, go here, enter this, whatever, and I'll get you through it really, really fast. But if you send me a random text that says, I'm stuck, I don't know what this is, I'm gonna ask you to be more specific, okay? Because it's hard for me to know, are you in the My Unitech website? Are you in Microsoft? Are you in the Evolve website where your books are? I have no idea where you're at, okay? So you gotta let me know that stuff. Let's see. So that's email address and My Unitech website. If you have not received that email yet, check your spam folder or your junk folder. A lot of the times it ends up there because it's from a general IT support website or email address. So a lot of the time it goes to your spam or junk folder. So if you haven't gotten it, check there. I have one student, Christina. You were added in over the weekend, so you will not have one probably until tomorrow. It usually takes them 24 to 48 hours to send those out after your sign up is complete. So you will probably not get that till tomorrow. But the rest of y'all should be okay. Let's see. And I would think if some of y'all have gotten it, all of y'all have gotten it. So definitely check those spam folders if you're not seeing it. Let's see. The next email you're going to get after you're active is going to be from Miss Franny, the registrar, and it's going to be about your books, your ebooks. It's going to ask you to go to a website called Evolve and create an account and redeem a code. The code is at the end of that email. So you got to read it all, scroll all the way down. Okay. It's a long deal. And I'm going to hop over to the Evolve website real quick to show you guys what that looks like. I know it's going to look funny, but I'm going to share my whole screen. All right, so once you get that email from Miss Franny, this is the Evolve website, okay? Now I'm already signed in because my account is already set up. But when you get in, the first thing you're gonna do is redeem that access code. So you're gonna come up here to My Evolve, and there will be a box right up here where it says, mine says link directly to Elsevier content. Yours is gonna be this big thing that says redeem a code. You have no content. So you redeem that code that Miss Franny gave you in the email, and it's gonna open you up a bookshelf, okay? You're gonna have some tabs, and yours will look a little bit different than mine since I'm an instructor, but you're gonna have this My eBooks tab here. You're gonna click on that, and you got this cute link right here that says go to ebook library. All right, and you're gonna click that, and it's gonna open you up what's called a bookshelf. And these are where your ebooks are found. And there should be, I think, 6 of them. And you're going to be able to download them or read them as is, or whatever the case may be. And you can scroll through them. And what's weird is mine have not been updated. I don't have all the books that y'all have. I'm actually missing one. These are your textbooks and workbooks, okay? Textbooks and workbooks. The only books that you guys will receive printed, physical books, is your coding manuals. And we're not even gonna touch those. When you get the box, and it's gonna be super, super heavy, you are gonna put it in a safe place because we're not even gonna touch those for about 2 months, okay? We're not gonna touch those till we get to like module 153, I think. So you just put those books in a safe place. You're not even gonna worry about those. All the stuff that you're gonna need is gonna be right here. Okay, and that's kind of what that looks like. And again, if y'all need help setting that up, setting this account up, or accessing these books, redeeming that code, anything, please get in touch with me. All right, so any questions about books? No? Awesome. All right, so the next thing I want to do is kind of walk you guys and just show you some main points on the My Unitech website. Once you sign in there, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and you're going to see you're in medical billing and coding. And actually what you guys, mine looks a little bit different. My little tabs up here at the top, okay, because I'm faculty. You're gonna have a tab up here that says academics. And that's where you're gonna go to find your module. And the current module is MBC 157, okay? You guys are in group 15. And this is medical front office skills learned and applied, okay? So module 157, what we're doing in this one is we are in a simulation software that is the same as what you would see if you were working in a doctor's office or a hospital or something like that. It's called EHR, or electronic health record software, and every medical facility probably in the world now, you know, aside from third world countries, uses this type of software. There's a bunch of different companies that make a bunch of different types of this software, but it all has the same functions. It all works the same. You know, it all has to have patient demographics. It all has to have a place to put notes. It all has to have some billing and coding information in it, built in. So it all functions the same. So we have a simulation that you guys are going to work in that's going to teach you basically how to work in a medical office. You're going to schedule appointments. You're going to set up referrals. You're going to document different things, collect forms, add in allergies and different stuff, all kinds of different things. Anything y'all could think of, basically, that would be done from an from an administrative standpoint, you can do in this software. And that's called SimChart. And SimChart is kind of a whole nother ballgame. It's a whole nother something to get set up, essentially. But the way you're going to do it is there's a link. Once you click into your module, once you're in 157, and you just click the title to get in there from that academics tab, you're going to see this gray menu over to the side. And that's kind of your go-to for everything, okay? When it opens up, it's going to be the welcome page. You see a picture of me, my contact info, and a little bit about this module and what the book looks like. Now, here's the deal. Your SimChart book is going to be green instead of red. Okay, you see how mine's red and white? Yours is going to be green and white. All right. So what you're going to do to access SimChart, you'll see in this gray menu, you have SimChart for the medical office. You're going to click there. And that's going to open you up a real simple page. And almost the only thing on it is a link that says launch the SimChart. Okay. So the first time you click launch the SimChart, it's going to ask you to redeem a code. Now you say, I just redeemed a code for all my books. Why do I need another code for this? The reason why is because SimChart's not a book. Like, there's a book that coordinates with it. Showed you the cover a second ago. But SimChart is a software, or what they call courseware, okay? It's a piece of software that coordinates with our books. So, and it has its own code. And where you're gonna go to find that, you'll go to your ebook library, your bookshelf. You're gonna find your SimChart book. And you see how mine, there we go. You see how it says reveal access code or open book? You're gonna reveal access code. Okay, and it has several windows that pop up before it shows you the code. It'll give you the option to copy the code when it shows it. You copy it. You're going to jump back over to where it asks you to redeem the code, and you're going to paste it there. Okay, and again, if y'all need help with this process, just hit me up and I can walk you through it. Shoot me a picture of the page you're stuck at, and I'll tell you where to go. But that's it. And then the next time, after redeeming that code, the next time you click launch the SimChart, it's going to open up the SimChart for you. And I'll show you what that looks like. Now, the first time you click it after redeeming the code, the page will probably be blank because everybody has pop-up blockers, right? The way to get past that blank screen is to turn off your pop-up blockers and just relaunch it. That's it. That's all you have to do if you get to the blank screen. Not everybody always uses their pop-up blockers there. So if it goes straight to it, it's going to look something similar to this. All right. And you just click on SimChart for the medical office, that little blue link, and it's going to show you your assignments are listed right here. Okay, and all you have to do to get into them is click the title. You click the title, it says 1, schedule an appointment for Taliban Nasser. All right, that's assignment number 1, is just scheduling an appointment. And you just click in and it'll let you walk through it. Now, in your SimChart book, in your library, your ebook, it'll walk you through those assignments. It has them listed out and it walks you through step by step, click by click. And it tells you exactly what to put where in the SimChart book, okay? But you still have to do it. You have to literally go in and do it in the SimChart, okay? And again, y'all will come up with questions. Y'all might not have any questions right now, but y'all will come up as y'all start to walk through things. And again, please just communicate with me. Let's see, and that's, y'all, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I'm gonna talk about this morning, and it's just because for the past 6 months, Unitech has been trying to update our servers and get us a new system, one that works better. Because we needed it. Our system, it gets pretty glitchy. The My Unitech website, sometimes you can't save things. Sometimes you can't upload documents for your assignments and you have to stick it in the comments, and that's okay, but we want a functioning system, right? So we can do everything, we can work smarter, not harder. So we are actually switching to that new system in the next few weeks. So you're gonna get another, and I don't know when it's gonna come. I have no idea. I would guess sometime later this week though. You're gonna get another email from somebody at Unitech, not me, with login setup instructions for the new system. Go ahead and set it up. I think all you're gonna have to do is, it's gonna be the same as the email address. All you're gonna have to do is change the password that they set up for you, okay? And that's gonna be our new system, and I will let you know what date you need to start working in there. We're not there yet, okay? We're still getting everybody's logins in. We're getting data transferred over, but we are within weeks of that switch, okay? So, and it looks a lot different. We've had some training sessions on it. It looks different than the My Unitech website, but it's a lot easier to navigate. It's a lot simpler layout. It's a lot more user-friendly. So you guys will like it when we get there. But just follow the directions that the email gives you. And again, if you have issues, get with me and I can walk you through it, okay? And that's about it, guys. That's about it. We've talked about assignments, books, logins, all the basics, all the basics. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to throw at y'all right now. I think that's it. So what I like to do with my new students on day 1, again, day 1, the only thing I want you concentrating on is that day 1 assignment. Those of you that have done it already, you're done for the day. Those of you that haven't, again, please get that to me ASAP. Tomorrow, we are gonna focus on logins, getting everybody logged in and set up, accessing the My Unitech website, having access to your books. When you get those emails, text me when you have successfully set it up and you're good to go. And again, also text me if you have issues and I'll help you out. But I need to know, okay? I need to know how y'all are doing. But that's the focus for tomorrow, is just login setups, getting those emails and getting that stuff done. That's the focus. And then on we usually start on Mondays and today's Tuesday, so that's throwing me off. On Thursdays, or on this Thursday, we have, we'll go ahead and shoot. Okay, when we're in SimChart, I don't schedule y'all any labs other than the weekly meeting on Thursdays. Our weekly meeting is on Thursdays at 4 every week. I try to keep it consistent. Now, during SimChart module, I let y'all use that as a SimChart catch-up day. I don't assign anything extra. I say use this day to catch up and please attend the weekly meeting. And that's all you'll have to do on Thursday. But so you can use Thursday. I would usually start y'all would jump in and start on assignments that day. So what I would like you to do is start on SimChart that day. And I want you guys to start at day one. Like today is, let's see. Today. Wow, we're not as far into this module as I thought. The holidays are throwing me off apparently. But today, and y'all will see, can y'all still see my screen? Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. On the course assignments page, which you can find in that gray menu, that's where all your daily assignments and labs are listed. It's daily assignments first, and you just keep scrolling down, and then you'll see labs, and then exams are all the way down at the bottom. Now, yours is going to look, let me see, view as students. Yours is going to
Excuse
look,
me,
yeah,
Brandy. Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
asking, can we see your screen?
Yeah,
I cannot.
you can't. Okay. Y'all, everybody, anybody else sees it or no?
No, I was just about to say that.
Did I stop?
No,
I
ma'am,
probably
we don't
stopped
see
the screen share. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Now can y'all see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So the course assignments page is found over here in this gray menu, and you just scroll down. You'll see your daily assignments up at the top. You keep on, and you see how they're just one question? One question, super easy. Your labs will be next. All right, and it says read unit 1 in the SimChart book, complete SimChart assignments 1, 3, 5, and 7. All right, so that coordinates with what's in SimChart. The assignments 1, 3, 5, and 7 are going to be the first at the top of that list, right? And that's pretty much it. Yeah, see, and step-by-step instructions start on page 25 in the book. Now, to get into this assignment, you would click on the title. And I always label my assignments by what day of the module we're on. We have 20 days in this module, so day 1 of 20, day 2 of 20, day 3 of 20, etc. Okay, but your labs are next. You scroll down, and then exams are at the bottom. And for this while we're in SimChart, we don't have any exams. We have one real short pop quiz at the last day of this module. So that's it for exams. So, but I want you guys to start with day 1. Okay. I'm probably going to go in and reopen those. Like I said, they close on Sunday at 11:55. So last week's are already closed. We're only on day 5 right now. But I want you guys to start at day 1. Okay. And, use Thursday to catch up on those if you can. And the reason why is because I just want y'all to get all of that SimChart experience. That's all. And I think it's easier to start with something like scheduling appointments. That's not a real hard task. Whereas today, they're doing more stuff like updating allergy lists and uploading documents and things like that. So I would like for you guys to start at the beginning. But that's kind of up to y'all. Technically, y'all are not responsible for anything before today. So technically, y'all are not responsible for days 1 through 4. You would start on, the day 5 stuff. Like I said, I think it would benefit y'all best to start from 1. And I'll reopen those and give y'all extra time just to do it at some point before the module ends. That would be fine. I think that's about it. But yeah, this is where you're going to find everything, guys, over in the gray menu. Course assignments, your attendance ledger, grade book is where you're going to see your grades. There's NCCT prep stuff on here, PowerPoint. I don't think we have any PowerPoints for this module. And then that SimChart for the medical office link is, that page is down there. Let's see. I think that's about it. But yeah. So y'all know where to find everything. It's just going to be a matter of logging in everything and playing with the websites and seeing what's there and what's what your options are and things like that. And there's a resources page on the My Unitech website too, in that gray menu, that has videos then they're real short, like 3 minutes long, that just show you step by step how to do certain things, like upload a document, take an exam, things like that. Real basic stuff that you need to know. But like I said, they're real short videos with no fluff. All right, any questions, concerns, anything at all while we're here? No? Okay. Well, like I said, I fully expect y'all to come up with some questions throughout today and tomorrow. And again, shoot me a text. That's the quickest way to get in touch with me. A lot of the times during the day, I'm in and out of meetings, so I can't always answer the phone, but I can almost always text you back. Okay. All right. So again, welcome to Unitech. Welcome to Medical Billing and Coding. And I look forward to working with all of you. What day and time is your weekly class meeting? That's Thursdays, every Thursday at 4 o'clock. Great question, Amber. Thank you. Let's see. Awesome. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else for me, guys, that's it for today. And just welcome and reach out if you need to, and have a blessed one.